Cash over clout.
Yo, if you in the sound of my voice right now, you are tuned in to the Cash Over Clout podcast. I am that nigga they call DBK with a lot to fucking say. Alongside me is my motherfucking boy, the living legend.
Don the Cash Over Clout, we in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Got a special guest in this bitch.
Who is the special guest?
We got super producer.
Super?
You know what I'm saying? Multi-talented, fashion designer.
Sploosh.
Fucking one of the most coolest niggas I know. My
Splash.
nigga Billionaire Boyscout, you know.
Billionaire Boyscout, yeah.
Good evening, harlots.
Hey, look, that nigga said, hey, look, when he came in, like, I'm like, what you want to talk about? This nigga, he like, harlots. I'm like, damn, what's your problem?
He's trifling harlots.
On photo, you got a lot of sploosha going on, my nigga.
Oh man, I'm just staying busy, staying out the way, stay working on, you know, my next move. Just we got down there 2019 all the way playing. We working on 2020 right now.
My boy. Like who you produce for? Like let the people know if they not already informed.
A lot of people know me for like my first big placement, which is Chopper Down, French Montana, Waka Gucci.
Wow.
Rick Ross.
Wow.
A whole bunch of people.
Gang.
I also do a lot of work for Cat One, Katie Got Bands.
Yeah.
Probably heard 2 Chainz on a couple of my joints. Probably heard Fetty Wap.
Say that shit. Say that shit.
Of course, you heard Don.
Look. This episode 2. This episode 2. We got niggas like this on episode 2. Y'all better tune the fuck in. You already know. My nigga Scout is in the motherfucking building.
And I waived the interview fee.
Ooh. Say it again. Say it again.
I waived the interview fee.
Yeah, because we in the building.
Scout, niggas be paying for interviews? Niggas pay people to interview them?
They pay me.
That's big gang, big sploosh. What made you like get into producing?
Just being interested in music in general. Like I started banging on pots and pans when I was younger, and you know that's transitioned to drums. And ironic thing is, I just had my uncle's funeral. He's the one who taught me how to play drums. I just had his funeral today.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Rest in peace, man.
He taught me how to play drums. My other uncle taught me how to record music, and that kind of led to me just saying one night, you know, at 15, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna download FL Studio and see what happens. Mm-hmm. And I swear to God, downloaded at 9 o'clock, and I had to be at school the next morning. I did not go to sleep till 4 a.m. I made 3 beats the first night I downloaded that shit, and I have not stopped since. So I'm going on my 15th year making beats.
But like, okay, it's a lot of niggas that be making beats, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Raw, not raw, whatever. But like, what do you think was your whole situation that made you get a situation that niggas cared about the situation? You feel what I'm saying?
I think it's just.
Yeah.
And it's
I bet he
funny
do.
because I don't know what the fuck he said, and I
come
still know what he
bro.
said.
Yeah, bro.
But I mean, I think it was just my persistence as well as me trying to be different from everybody else. Like, kind of when I started making beats, that was kind of when Kanye started taking over, and you know, people started getting up to sped up samples. And don't get me wrong, like I did a lot of sampling or whatever, but I was more into like, okay, what can I do that's not being done right now? Like as far as like the drums, and the crazy thing is, a lot of people in Chicago wasn't making trap beats yet.
Right.
Like you had like
It
low
was like
key.
soul beats.
Yeah, you had low key.
It was some soul shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the drill sound came from trap. The drill sound came from trap. Like it was slowed up trap beats.
Right. So before that,
I mean, no, it was just the content of what we were saying on the beats that made it like
we was on a lot of soulful shit. Like when Kanye was doing this thing, everybody in Chicago was fucking around with the sped up samples.
Everybody was damn near conscious and lyrical around that time too.
Even if they wasn't conscious and lyrical, it was still on like a lot of sample based production or a lot of soulful based production.
Yeah, because bump shit was soulful.
Even when Trax was getting down with Twister, like that shit had a lot of musicality with it. You feel what I'm saying? So when I was thinking of like, okay, what's not being done in Chicago? What's not being done in music in general?
Right.
And from there, I just started like just blending shit that I just naturally listen to, or shit that I don't listen to, but I'll say I would listen to it if they did this. So let me go ahead and do it.
So look, when was like on my mama, like when was that day that you was like, I got this shit, like not even like with skill. Like with these, yeah, you know,
like how,
okay. Yeah, like the clout way, shit.
Okay, I remember community college, in Kankakee, and I get a call from my manager. Like he wasn't even my manager at the time. Like shout out to Supernatural, and I was just working on his project. I was just a fan of his music, wanted to play him some beats, and he got on one of my beats. All right, cool. Like, I'm gonna be on your next project. Yeah. Man, I remember he called me. I'm at school, just getting out of class. It's like, look, don't tell nobody, but yo, my mixtape is actually about to be a Gangsta Grill. It's like, congratulations, you on DJ Drama project. I'm like, nah, you bullshit. You bullshit. Like, no. So I'm like 19 years old. Like, I got Don Cannon and DJ Drama shouting me out.
On me.
And not just that project either, like multiple projects. Like at 19, I got like DJs that we grew up, like especially if you grew up on like the Traps and Trunks era. Like you was on that website all the time, and when World Star first came out, so you know about all these DJs, and you start getting more and more of these popular DJs during the whole mixtape era. Like, yeah, shout out to Scout, he doing this thing. I'm like, damn, like. That's Don Cannon. That's DJ Drama. That's DJ Screen. That's
Splash.
That's when shit started happening. And the funny part is, like, shortly after that, that's when the whole Chop It Down situation happened.
So what that shit do to your ego, bro? Period. What the fuck? What it do to you?
I'm not even going to front. Like,
let's be 100.
I'm not even going to front. Like, I don't really got an ego like that. Now, don't get me wrong. No. Let your head down. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, all right, because I got a good situation going on for me, I'm not going to shit on you. Feel what I'm saying?
Personally, look, check it out.
But I mean, ego don't come with shitting on niggas. Your prices went up.
Check it out, bro.
Right? Your prices went up?
The prices definitely went up.
The prices went up? Okay, that's one thing that happened with the ego then.
That's not ego. That's not ego, nigga. That's knowing your worth.
Okay, I agree.
It's like saying this, like, oh yeah, okay, you know how to make cars, so like, yeah, you don't sell your car for $20,000, but then when you know how to put like the biggest engine and the nicest leather, the nicest wood, like you making Rolls Royces, you're not going to say like, okay, I'm going to sell this Rolls Royce for $20K because at the end of the day, it's a car and I'm keeping it humble. Like, no, nigga, you know your worth, you know what you put into it, and you know how people look at your shit. So yeah, the price definitely went up.
I mean, but look, listening to that whole sentence he just said, it wasn't a walking like I talking type of stride in that motherfucker, which comes with an air of, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes some ego in there to be like that.
It was more
if you really want to be taken.
I got a better question.
Go ahead.
What was one of the most humbling moments when you that made you have to take a step back? Like, damn, I still got work to do because I know once
I'm still eating ramen noodles. Right. I'm telling you this. Chicago will really humble you just because of the attitude.
He won't get that acknowledgement.
Chicago's
this nigga had all them placements, but motherfuckers weren't honoring it. Like, you feel me? One get no fix or dry love.
Even to this day, like I could pull up, I could be out of town. I'll pull up my resume, or I'll pull up a song I did years ago. Right. Oh, that was you, man! I thought you was down here all along. Like, dang, like yeah, hell yeah. So like, a lot of my biggest checks from music comes out the state. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as Chicago, like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of real people who handle their business out here. Like, I got consistent customers, and I wouldn't even just call them customers. Like, they actually like some true friends in this shit.
Let's get it.
And they continue to do good business, but for the most part, like, people act funny. Like, it's like, yeah, I produce for basically, long story short, I produce for all the rappers that you'll pay full price for their feature.
Exactly.
Right.
So why are you trying to talk me down to $200? Like exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got this Rick Ross.
But I feel like
so I need you to come down on the beat. Like, motherfucker, you paid Rick Ross $50,000.
That's true.
Give me $2,000.
Right.
Simple as
but
that.
But ain't it like something that's going on in the industry, like how producers as a whole ain't feeling like they getting they just due, period, though.
But at the same time, that's why I'm planning and plotting for 2019 now, as far as being more than a producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, back in the day, you could do your job as a producer and you get respected, you get paid. Like, for example, DJ Primo. DJ Primo's probably one of the most legendary producers in this hip hop shit, period.
Facts.
He did not have to come out with a clothing line to get respected. He did not have to come out with a reality TV show or a line of shoes. He was respected just because he was DJ Primo and he was consistent as fuck. Nowadays, it's like you have to be your image had to be on point. Like, as a producer, like the producer's damn near as like an artist now.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
The messed up part is a lot of producers don't realize that. Right. So it's not like the old days was like, do your job, you get recognized for it. Right. You gotta like really put yourself out there. So like that's why I use a lot of my other interests, and I'm kind of perfecting that.
And what is
moving that? Oh, I've been in fashion design.
Tell about them hoodies.
Yeah, I've been in fashion design. I got my own clothing labels, Population Sport. Definitely gonna do like a
these
full,
niggas splashes in the hoodies right now. Man, they in the hoodies right now. Hey, it got. I see it. Look, hold on, turn around. Let me see. Hey, that motherfucker got the skeleton throwing the bottle that's on fire. The content.
Throwing the Ace of Spades bottle on fire.
Come on.
Okay, so
big homie Scott.
So yeah, shout out to my boy Scott.
Big splash.
Over at Raised by Thieves. Well, actually, he's working on a new brand himself. But that's really like one of my homeboys when it comes to not even just talking about this fashion shit, but talking about life. And I always respect him for his clothing brand. And I was like, God damn,
off the
you
dope,
okay?
Yeah.
Dope, bro.
This right here.
Look, that's the
this right here, nigga. This right here.
Bucky, bro.
He's sliding.
Hey, you know when a nigga boxing and shit, he get beat up and shit, and then the bell ring go to the corner and shit.
Yeah, and they take the motherfucking mouthpiece out.
That's what he need. He need shit, Bucky.
Rub that little cold metal thing on his face.
Yeah, oh no, you good? That's that Tyson in that pack. Pow!
Hey, he say, it's a GD ass neighborhood. I said, what you is? Boy, you dress like one of the moles. Like, I say, but when your ass stepped through in that Da Vinci, you was GD.
And by the way, he talking about bumping your ass.
Like the whole concept of the whole skeleton thing is not just like the clothing label. Like I got my own, click. Label, imprint, like I'm doing this whole shit independent.
Population Sport.
So yeah, so Population Sport, Population Sound is the music side of it, and where we got the whole skeleton wave from is kind of like, when that saying like the revolution won't be televised, and like you actually had to act in the revolution.
And that shit hard. So hold on, like not to like throw you off, bro. Is that stitching?
Oh yeah, that's embroidered, bro.
How much that shit for? How much is it for?
You got 200 on you?
Hell no.
No, remember that? Who the fuck just came out with them $200 joints, G, and everybody was
I know what you talking about.
What the fuck?
I'm not even hating on dude because
what's the name of this?
I forgot what it's called.
It's a baby on it.
I forgot what it's called, but embroidery is not fucking cheap.
It's not cheap.
No, it's
so
not.
When he said 200, like the only thing I disagree with on that is that if you're gonna charge the 200,
tell me,
take it to a manufacturer, do the whole thing start to finish. Don't just get a blank jacket and then embroider it.
Right. Yeah. Make the jacket your jacket.
So go, and that's what I did. Like my hoodies, this is not like okay.
A hoodie, and
I went through a catalog okay, I like those hoodies.
No, that's not
Go
it.
print on that. Like, no, bro. Like, I designed.
Talk in the mic. They need to hear your ass.
I got people overseas on my shit.
Bro, tell them how the fit
Yeah, like,
came to be.
okay, so that, like, not even like fronting. Like, we actually went to, like, you know, fucking Nordstrom and shit.
Oh, my bad.
To
he just tried to pass the man the weed.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that nigga hit the weed.
It's rare, but it's rare. You might see it next year. But yeah, get buy your tickets.
A lot of shit going on next year.
But no, like, I actually got like designer pieces. Don got a lot of designer pieces. So it was like trial and error, like just trying shit on. Like, okay, I like the way this Moncler sweater fit.
Okay.
Right.
I like the way this Givenchy sweater's built.
Right.
I like the way this Gucci feels. So it's like I'm going through my closet and saying, okay, I want to take the length of these sleeves off of this piece, and then take the build of that. And I really just sat there, drew it out, got all the measurements and everything. Like, I drew everything out.
That's wrong.
And went through samples and all that.
So with it having all those special specifications, how do the sizes work? Is it still small, extra large? Because it seems like that's
the way
to customly fit you and shit. Like you
exactly, but it's not. Oh, you told
Bono said that twice. He feels some type of way.
Yeah, no. When a nigga be bumping the room, you gotta let him know that you be bumping. Like, you ain't knocking me out.
Yeah, I'm eating my eggs.
Yeah. Now, see, this the thing. The thing with these. Like, see, if a nigga like you want to wear one of these, you'll have to go up a size. You feel me? Because these, like, more
to
fit.
But even if you bought your size, like, yeah, it'll be snug, but it won't be uncomfortable. For example, it'll be me and Don got on the same size.
Exactly.
Right.
And but you see how, as far as the way it hits on the waist, it hits the same.
And for y'all people listening, man, this shit is looking
and it still look good on both.
Like the stitching, like the shit on the front.
No, bro. Like
what is that made out of, my nigga? Like,
yeah, that shit. And that's something. And that's something that I wanted to do too. That's something nobody has ever done. Matter of fact, I take that back.
Designers got it.
I take that back. I saw one person do it before. Like, you know the Chanel patching on the varsity jacket? Like, a lot of people do. Okay, like the fuzzy shit, that like on the varsity jacket. Like, if you get a high school jacket and got the letters on it.
I never seen Chanel one.
No, Chanel. That's the name of the
but no, be smooth.
Chanel.
Is that drip talk?
Yeah. You know, update your glossary.
I just got some the other day. My man.
He just got some
Damn, he just flexed.
He going crazy.
I'm coughing off the dope too.
Now you earn them bitches on me.
But a lot of people who do Chanel, like, they put it on like a felt patch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then they sew the patch. They sew the patch onto the garment. And I'm like, hold up. Nobody ain't ever like individually take each Chanel like little string and sew it directly to the hoodie. I saw it done one time. I'm like,
but see,
hell yeah!
But let's keep it a buck though, Scout. Like, I'm keeping 100 with you, G. Like, the average nigga don't appreciate that.
I mean,
but somebody, it's not for the average nigga to come.
Right, that's right.
Right, because it's $200. The average nigga that'll get their drip up.
$200 and you're back $200 shit. If he can't appreciate that shit, he shouldn't have it. Like,
that's
just
right.
like this, you have shit because you saw Gucci in it.
Yeah.
You can't appreciate that. You don't even know what it's going.
And crazy thing is, you'll start seeing the pictures float soon. I got celebrities in my shit already. So
Drip
like,
talk.
Shout out to Lil Baby.
Drip talk.
Shout out to Wendell Carter Jr. of the Bulls.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick Asif and Ian Book of Nordstrom Dane fighting Irish. They undefeated right now. They got my shit on.
Drip talk.
So I got celebrities that's like appreciate the shit.
Got sport, baby.
But at the end of the day, I don't want to just be about like, okay, you see a celeb, my shit, go buy my shit.
I mean, but that's just,
it's cool though. Like it adds to the leverage.
I mean, that's what Givenchy them doing.
Yeah,
that's what they
at
did.
the
The big
same
ass ugly
time-
ass shoes. Niggas bought them because they saw the Migos and them in the motherfucker.
Time out. The Balenciagas raw as hell.
I don't like them. Yeah, like, okay, why they? I don't like them.
Which ones?
Them big fat ass ones.
Oh, yeah.
And
they come looking old.
Now I will tell you, when they first dropped the very first picture,
I don't like them, bro.
Before
That's
they
what
even
I'm
came
talking
out,
about.
I was like, yo, these shit's about to change the world. Watch.
And they
Like, this
not.
about to- No, because every single brand got their own chunky sneaker. That shit.
But they ain't chunky like that shit. That shit.
Listen. I be seeing hella brands, G. They be having, they be biting the Triple S, bro. You can buy the sole now, bro.
Yep.
The sole is available for like.
That's an ugly ass shoe, bro. I don't give no fuck.
But
bro.
that's the
I ain't gonna
point.
lie, that's kind of ugly.
But no,
Okay, hold on, wait, chill.
Bro,
Look. No, I don't. But listen, I want to understand it though.
Okay,
You feel me? That's really what I want to do right now. Is
This is what I
understand what's
got
flat
off
about.
of-
Hold on, I want to make my point, and then I want to understand.
All right, go ahead.
You feel what I'm saying? I want to understand because this is my motherfucking point. This a big, stupid looking ass shoe on Phonem.
Yep.
It come looking old already. What kind of shit is that? That's like against. Hold on, wait. I want him to do it.
Okay.
That's like a no in like sneakers. I thought like, what the fuck you gonna buy a shoe that look like you wore it all like a lot of times too? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my number one thing. Like the bulky, alright, cool. But it's like, why the fuck would I buy a shoe, bro? Brand fucking new that look like I wore it for 6 weeks. Go ahead.
Okay. The reason why I fuck with that whole Balenciaga collection is because a lot of people don't realize, like, a lot of people buy the shit just because of the name of it. You know, which is like what you're
That's
seeing
why I
right
think
now.
niggas buying it.
When I really appreciating looking at shit.
Hold on, let him kick the shit.
He talking about why he like it. You want to know why niggas like it, bro. I'm gonna tell you why niggas like it.
Well, why
Three
niggas
reasons
like it?
why, bro.
Okay.
Trinity, my nigga. 3 reasons why.
Okay. Ooh.
First reason is the name brand. Designer.
Okay.
And all these reasons I'm finna name gonna make it, they all have one thing in common. The next reason, them bitches expensive as hell.
$1,200. Maybe.
No,
maybe.
man,
as hell, though. I'm not. That's lame as hell.
You might
That's lame as hell. Because when Mike's came out and they was expensive, them bitches looked at like I have to have
Let
them.
me finish though.
Period.
Number three, it's a luxury item. It's comfortable, high end quality.
And them
Yeah,
shits
it
are
don't last
comfortable
forever.
as fuck.
Now, them 3 reasons that make it all exclusive. Niggas want shit that's exclusive because it's hyped up, bro. That's what it is, G.
And the funny part is,
come on, bro, let's keep it 100.
funny part is, a lot of people gonna give their triple S's away in about 2-3 years.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're just not gonna wear them anymore.
I don't think so.
But
Cause that shit
going
ain't
back
fair,
though,
bro.
Think about it like this. You know what that shit did? It made Skechers and Felines back cool, bro.
and
Not
yes.
Yes.
No, I did see a pair of sketches on Facebook that was lit.
Yes.
Them red, white, and blue ones.
Yes.
Them bitches was hard as fuck. Yeah, I would wear them. Them bitches was hard. Nah, but okay, hold on. Go ahead.
Now that them shoes and Nike Monarchs and fucking all of the fat shoes, the Dash shoes,
The Yeezys.
like the original Dash shoes, like the Monarchs, the ones I was just saying,
Can do the Adidas Oswego count?
the Skechers and shit like that. Now that them shoes, them original shoes that been out for years, now that them is popular, bro, that shit not going nowhere. I don't think, because it's them classic shoes, G. Them classic shoes. So that shit
Not that exact design, that
Bro,
fat
dude,
ass
no,
shoes. They
that's-
shoes don't be that damn
That's
fat.
what them shoes is biting, bro.
Bro.
The triple S, bro. The Yeezy Wave Runner, that Gucci, fat Gucci, all of them shoes is biting. All of them shoes, I'm telling you, the Nike Monarch, the Skechers.
And then on
The
top of
new
that,
That's what them shoes is, bro. Listen, check it out, bro. When you look at the Balenciaga Triple S on the tongue, it say Triple S. That's the Skechers font.
Right.
That's the font. So obviously, it's like they
and that's why that brings me to what attracted me to that shoe. It wasn't just a shoe. That shoe was a part of a whole collection, which was basically making fun of old people. Like it was specifically making fun of Bernie Sanders. So what they did was they had the Balenciaga hoodies in the same font as the Bernie Sanders political campaign. And then Bernie Sanders was also wearing a lot of Skechers and shit when he was on his campaign. So that's where the shoe came from. And then they was making like these old ass like blazers and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? This tells a story. This is creative as hell. And on top of that, another thing that attracts me to fashion, and me and Don, we had disagreements about it, but he could respect me saying it. One of the main things I'm attracted to about fashion is the irony about shit. Like, this is not supposed to be. This is not supposed to be a luxury item. Like, the whole concept of it is not supposed to be luxury, but the execution is not just like, okay, like, I don't think fashion is just like, okay, slap the best leather on it and put some shiny shit, make sure you got some fur, and then all of a sudden it's high end.
No, to me, they put some design work into that.
They
shit.
put some work into that. Like that took.
To me, y'all looking at me crazy, but to me,
no, I ain't. Cause I got a different opinion. I mean, I got the same opinion on it because my homie just got some Yeezy 700s, and I ain't never seen no Yeezys like that I can say was real in my person had in my hand out the box.
You was impressed, wasn't you?
Because I'm like, man, the shoe at the end of the day, it look weak as hell.
And that's the whole point of
when
it.
you touch it though, when you feel it, like, bro, I can see why nigga. It wasn't no. It looked light as hell. That bitch was heavy, G. Like anywhere size 10.
But nah, I see. But then,
but
I had a different experience though.
It's the concept of the Balenciaga that got me. It's the whole concept of a brand being bold enough to say, you know what? We're going to turn all the shit that we make fun of as people who like fashion, and we're going to make it cool.
Instantly.
And we're going
But why niggas let niggas make some shit like that cool?
Nah, and that's the thing.
That's the whole point. The fuck?
Look, and understand this twist. The Bernie Sanders wave, a lot of the young motherfuckers supported Bernie Sanders.
Exactly.
So a lot of the young motherfuckers was back into the whole. Like, you gotta understand. Young motherfuckers our age and younger, they the ones who made Off-White, Gucci, Balenciaga like the most popular, Nike, the most popular brands of the century. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Not old rich motherfuckers, young motherfuckers, G. Mm-hmm. Somehow. You feel me? Right. Well, of course, it's mostly like, you know, rich white motherfuckers like suburban kids and shit. They don't get that shit. But, because they trying to dress like us and shit. You feel me? And we trying to dress like them and shit.
Yeah, at the same time.
But yeah, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Like, the youth was fucking with Bernie Sanders at the time because they wanted him to beat Hillary. You know what I'm saying? So,
like, to be honest, not even to jump to no politics, like, I think the reason why people fuck with him because he seemed like the only candidate at that time that was genuine.
Yeah.
So it's like we had like an actual attachment to that.
Trump was genuine.
Trump is a genuine asshole.
No, but he's genuine.
He's genuine though, but he's a genuine asshole.
Look, hold on. No, I get out. Look,
people that support him,
yeah,
but look, but like at the end of the day, like with the whole Trump shit, I ain't no supporter, you know, whatever.
Right.
I really don't. But my whole thing is, this America, right? Mm-hmm. The land of the free, right?
Right.
And we supposed to have freedom of speech, right?
That's
so
true.
How come the leader of that place that hold that so high can't say what the fuck he be want to say at times?
That's true.
That's why I be like, no, they should take his Twitter. Wow, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on. Like, motherfuckers say what they want to say.
I don't think they should take his shit.
That should just
exactly.
On top of that should open your eyes to what needs to be improved.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, now you see what America really is. When you got one of the people that's pulling strings, like everybody talks about the people that's pulling strings that be saying shit behind the scenes. Now you got somebody in the forefront who's saying the shit behind the scenes in front of your face. So it brings, at the end of the day, it brings awareness to what's really going on and what some people really think about your ass. And coming out there, like, yeah, I think Trump is genuine, but he's also a genuine asshole. Like, he's genuinely like on some like.
But those are the most genuine motherfuckers. Them are the most genuine motherfuckers.
Genuine don't always mean right. Yeah, genuine don't always mean right. So let's get that out the way. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, Trump is right for America because he's genuine. Like, no, he's a genuine motherfucker. Like, that's how he is. It's just a negative genuine. Bernie, on the other hand, he seemed like he actually cared for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was genuinely caring for the people. And to be all the way honest,
yeah, he was a little too soft.
Yeah, but this brings us to my next point. To be all the way honest, you know who America really needed? A combination of both.
Now, America really needed, at the time, if we look at what we're going through as a society, we really needed the nurturing of a woman. But the male American, the motherfucking America, even women had to take a step back and think about it.
But what
I really want a woman as it like?
But no, it's not. It's not. Do I really want a woman? It's not. Do I really want a woman? Is do I really want Hillary? That's crazy.
Oh, shout out D Rose. Hey, no. Well, how much he dropped?
He dropped
50, big 50 piece on y'all weekend. Bum ass niggas.
See, it's the thing. A lot of niggas don't know. I ain't gonna stuff. I don't really watch basketball like how I used to and shit. But low key, I follow D Rose's career. I still follow
yeah, who didn't?
No, a lot of niggas don't.
He the hoop dream, G. He the hoop dream. He the hoop dream, though, man.
I guess I can say me personally, I don't
From
watch
the shot,
basketball
he the
no more,
hoop
but
dream.
I do try to keep up with D Rose. And this season, he's averaging 19 points. 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Off the bench.
Off the bench.
Talk about
Not even. Is he 6 man or?
He coming off the bench. He coming off the bench.
Is he coming off the bench 6? Or is he coming? Yeah.
I mean,
So, but still, off the bench, he's putting up 20.
But nah, like I ain't even fuck all the technical shit, bro.
Like Vaz legacy, bro. Like, sit your ass down first. Let me walk.
I say
fuck
all that technical shit like that, bro. Like Vaz legacy, bro, and showing up and doing what he had to do, bro, and coming back out of a lot of adversity.
Nah, he hit his career high. That's the most important.
Let's get it.
Rookie of the year.
The youngest.
The youngest.
The youngest rookie of the year.
Then MVP. No, the youngest MVP.
Who's the youngest MVP?
And to be honest, they would have beat the Heat that series if he didn't mess up his knee. They would have beat LeBron
They
in
supposed to
way.
take him off the court. That's Coach Tom Thibodeau's fault.
Yep. Come on, 2 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Y'all heard what LeBron said about him?
Y'all
Y'all heard what LeBron said about him?
What he said?
He said, a superhero that falls still a superhero, and Derrick Rose proved that. I ain't gonna, don't quote me, but something along them lines.
No, I ain't gonna stunt, man. A lot of niggas be hating on LeBron, bro. He that nigga, G. I ain't gonna stunt.
And I'm saying this.
I fuck with him as a person, but as a player. No, my thing with LeBron, and I'm dead ass with this one, bro. That'll get me riled up quick. When motherfuckers do the Jordan comparison, bro, if they just leave that alone, I'll be cool with blood. But I think he done counted himself out already. You feel me? LeBron, as far as the Jordan comparison.
Bro.
Because Jordan whole thing is ring.
And
his average will never pan out to even make no sense to that Jordan legacy.
The people compare
period.
That's the people Jordan,
bro. He get ass.
You hating, nigga. Stop hating.
Nah, that ain't never hating, nigga.
How you look?
That ain't hating.
This man ever said he was better than Jordan?
Who?
LeBron.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it do.
Yes, I'm a Jordan fan. If a nigga that's LeBron fan, oh yeah, he better. Oh, we have a vendetta. Period.
You got a vendetta with.
Am I wrong for that?
The fans.
No, you ain't.
I ain't wrong for that. Am I mad? Am I wrong for that?
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong because that's how I used to feel.
Man, check this out.
But then I had to like, I seen LeBron do some shit where I'm like, okay, I see why y'all compare him. He still ain't better than Jordan, but God damn.
When niggas compare Kobe to him, I didn't have the same feeling.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, man, let's talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because Kobe was doing this shit. And the rings damn near added up. The legacy looked like the same almost.
The shots.
Come on, man.
Hey, Kobe. Hey,
we had that for same stigma.
Kobe the most dominant player in NBA fucking history.
So what?
And then they had him for his last championship.
Listen.
And then how much he scored when he went out?
Listen.
How much?
Listen, I gotta say this. I just saw a stat the other day.
Shaq got more rings than Kobe.
No, he didn't. Shaq had 4, Kobe had 5. Kobe won 2 with Pat Gasol.
Yeah, he did.
Nigga.
Look, but I saw the stat the other day.
That's the redeem.
In this NBA season, we've had 7 50-point games. The last time we had 7 NBA 50-point games, and that shortest span of time, it was done by one nigga. Kobe Bryant.
Let's get it.
2011.
Let's get it.
They said that
And he the new Will Chamberlain though. He the new Will 88. 88. Nigga, 88 points. Nigga, who they ain't the real motherfuckers. Ain't nobody do 81 then. I'm going too crazy. 81 then.
But look though. This is the difference, bro. LeBron fans be sucking dick on me. That's why you hate LeBron. That's why you hate LeBron, because they suck.
Nah, I say I like, LeBron.
That's what I had to realize.
He's a cool, groovy guy. I said as a player.
Yeah, LeBron said,
I mean, like, no bullshit. Like, I don't got nothing personally. Like, I'm like, oh, he a bitch ass nigga. Nah, Shorty doing his shit, man. Like, Phil came from the bottom. I respect that. He came off of talent. I respect that. He brought his people with him. I respect that. His stand-up father. I respect that. He be fly sometimes. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, sometimes, hey, LeBron, bro, go to the hood and let your homies tell you what's
up. Sometimes,
like, stop that shit. You be too tall for that.
But you know what? Sometimes you got this fast shit. You just got to sometimes just take risks.
Look,
you got to, and sometimes that shit hit, and sometimes you should be hit. At the end of the day,
but shouldn't you have a sense of that?
When you rich, that shit fuck your sense up. Like when you rich, you like I can do it.
Nah, but shouldn't you have a? No, I don't believe that. So shouldn't you? My nigga Dane Dan said it best, bro. Niggas can have money, but you can't back, taste.
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, I don't like how like Mayweather dress. In his selection of jewelry. And he rich than the motherfucker, but I don't like his taste in the shit.
But you know what? Sometimes you gotta take the risks to expand your taste. But
what you say he was doing?
Sometimes you like shit that you don't even know that you like. Like nigga, I had to learn to like sushi.
I mean,
like that's some shit. Like especially growing up.
Hey, he right. Yeah. I had to learn to like clothes that fit.
Right.
He did. I had to put you on there too. Segue. Look, this nigga P used to be fresh. He always been fresh. I met P on some fresh shit. He used to be like kind of like baggy shit, folks. Man,
he used to be true.
What the fuck is you doing, bro? He bro. I never. This man got the drip now, but back to it.
You skinny as hell in the big club.
In the big club. It was kind of big. I could go to throwback pictures, bro.
It used to be super.
When he used to rock the bucket and shit.
Yeah, like I can go back and show you.
Oh wait. What was the True Religion?
It wasn't like 90s,
True Religion with the flaps.
It was 90s.
It was straight leg.
It was like
he was
when he had the cut and shit. Yeah,
he was relaxing in the relaxed fit.
Yeah, relax fit.
No, a little bit. A little bit poofy.
But let's talk about this though. Have you noticed that the hood will make fun of you for some fashion choices for a good 2 years straight, then turn around and do it?
Yeah, that fucks me up,
bro. That's why I don't be tripping.
Look how long the shirt is, and that's baggy, bro. He pulled out a picture, and he look.
Yeah, I remember that.
This nigga baggy as fuck.
That's the funniest shit. Like. For example, I
knew you had the drip. I'm like, fo, you just need the drip, fo. Like, I'm gonna be a win, nigga.
You have to hope I know what the bad is. You know, the right side.
Right, like exactly. You wasn't like I say, fo bad the drip. I met him like, damn, that nigga got the drip. But that nigga, yeah, I had to put fool on the thing, cash over clout. That's what it is. That's my brother.
It's more like, damn, what was I about to say?
What was you about to say?
I was about to say some shit too. Man,
kept cutting the man off. Man.
Yeah, I was about to say some shit. No. Now I know what I'm about to say. It's how hood niggas would
talk about
your shit.
Yeah.
For example, like Kanye is like probably the main person that we will make fun of. Like we made fun of Ye for wearing leather pants and look what happened to City Trends and shit.
Right.
Like that's if you notice, whatever you see Kanye in right now. And you're laughing. If you're laughing at it, you'll see a City Trend version in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like how many City Trend Balmains have we seen?
Right.
Like nigga, y'all was talking shit when I got mine. Like now you want to put zippers on your knees?
Right.
No, nigga, that shit's over. Like you're late.
Y'all was fool for liking that shit, boy.
Like no, this shit hard. Like,
anybody will tell y'all like they be dripping hard as hell, y'all. Exactly. Nah, but that's the wave I had had the closest experience. Yeah, I drip still. Everybody drip come from New York. If you want some fly
I think it's just a little bit different now because we got the internet, so we see shit from everywhere fast. It still originates in New York because that's where all the shit got to go through customs. New York for that. So like whatever gets sold like from overseas all over, as Americans, we look at New York because one, that's the birthplace of hip hop. That's the birthplace of urban fashion.
Yeah, period.
So we always gonna look at them, but they gonna get the shit first, because that's where the shipment containers is going first.
That's just physically why.
Like most of the clothing brands that we wear is manufactured overseas. So New York is automatically gonna have first dibs on the shit.
But then
niggas get it.
But my thing is this though.
Come on, Biggie wore Bape in 1993, bro. Like that was not a Photoshop picture. Biggie was wearing Bape in 93.
Nah, for real?
Yes, that picture.
I thought that picture was fake.
Hell no, that picture's real, bro. Like,
why you saying it's real if everybody thought it was fake?
No, that picture, like everybody thought that. Yeah, Bape came out in 93. And the photographer, like they told the story. The photographer had the jacket on. Biggie had on that cream turtleneck, and it was like, "Oh, we need something to go with this, to layer the photo up." You know what? That camo kind of matches the. You can't fit the sweater or you can't fit the shirt. Just drape it over your shoulders, and that's how that picture came about. And then when Bape started getting, big, everybody thought it was Photoshop because Bape did an official collection where they put the picture on the T-shirts and all that. Yeah. But no, that's an official picture. Like. New York gets shit first.
But like New York, like I said, I had a first-hand experience with that shit.
Yeah.
It is. We getting this shit. Look, I don't know if I'm gonna say this. Hold on, I don't know if I'm gonna say this every podcast, but this shit wrong as hell. Hey, episode 2 though.
Check it out though, but this is one of the most progressive niggas I know. You know what I'm saying? Boys,
appreciate it.
Shout out.
Here, you know what I'm saying? Every time we go out somewhere, I get about 10, 15 new followers and shit. You feel me? Motherfucker, no bullshit, G. Like, he introduced me to a lot of good people. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have did the House of Blues show. You feel
Shut
me?
up, bro.
If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have did a lot of shit. I wouldn't know half the motherfuckers I know. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have half the fan base I got from one for him. I just, expand on that shit. Like, that was the core of my fan base because a lot of the first songs I did was with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he taught me a lot about, like, getting my shit mixed and you know what I'm saying? Trying to get paid for your music, doing this, that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all he ever talked about.
Shit, trial and error, man. This industry, like, ain't enough good people in this.
And he one of the few, like, actually good people and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with bro.
And even worse, it's not a lot of good people who know what they doing. So it's like I feel like it's a duty, as me like being a genuinely good person and me having my feet wet in this industry. If I learn something, if I learn a trick of the trade. Oh yeah, I gotta tell the people that I care about because I don't want them going through some shit. Even if I went through shit, like I went through some fucked up situations, bro. Like yes, I still get. For example, I'm talking about. I'm gonna put it out in the air because I haven't talked about it publicly in a while.
Let's get it.
But that whole chop down situation, that was a learning experience. Like the only thing that really saved my ass from completely getting fucked up is the fact that I copyrighted the beat. But nobody was there to teach me how publishing work and all that. Like, yeah, I had ASCAP. Like, I knew what to get, but I didn't know the whole process. The funny thing is, these people that you deal with, they know the process.
Right. It's up to you.
They just not going to tell you so they can get the most off the process. It's like they learn the process so they can figure out how much you don't know and where they can capitalize on what you don't know. And you're going to run into very few people that you don't know how to do this? Let me show you how to do it. They put you on game. It's very few people in the industry that would do that. So it's like up to me, especially being from Chicago where we don't have a lot of like label offices out here. Exactly. And people think like, the only way to get a check out here is like, get your song viral on YouTube and do some shows at Adriana's. Like, no. I
get where you're coming from, though.
I had some great memories in Adriana's.
Everybody do. Everybody do. Shout out Adriana's, man. Rest in peace, Adriana's, man. Adriana's kept, and they kept getting better too. You come back, that bitch look different than a motherfucker.
It showed,
dude. Boy, they got so what though? That motherfucker was nice. Man, hey, shout out, rest in peace, Adriana.
Man, the VIP section was like see through.
Hey, we dedicating
so you can see the people that you can't touch.
We dedicating this episode to Adriana's, man. Rest in peace, Adriana. Nah, for real. No, I want to just give it to Adriana. I don't know. We talking about
Adriana's. Structure used to be on 50-yard line back in the day.
50 yard line.
You don't remember that? No, nigga. I'm from Dalton, nigga.
Yeah, see,
I know Dalton, so
rep your shit.
Nigga,
it was a 50 and he's
yes,
right.
because 50 yard line after they left that location, they went someplace else out south.
You're right.
So there's like 2 or 3 50 yard lines. There's 2 or 3 of them.
I know Sunshine and Dog for sure.
So nah, bro, like that shit was literally like it was one point where it was changing his name every 2 years. Like when I was coming up, it was 50 yard line.
But look,
Then it turned green something. Then it turned red something. Then it was King of Diamonds.
But look, this one going to Adriana's, baby. Because that motherfucker was going the fuck up.
Oh my God.
I don't know what the fuck. I liked that shit at that time. Feeling good. But
that's why I met French. I met French for the first time. Like
Adriana. You fucking right.
The first time I like really hung out with French, like we was in the studio.
Talk that shit.
It's more of a learning experience.
No, come on now.
I'm being all the way 100.
We need a shot for him.
I'm being 100, but at the same time, it's like I'm older, so.
Tell me how you felt then, though.
Oh, the way I felt
so
then.
You evolved, we get that.
The way I felt
but how
then,
you felt then?
Especially me being a shorty and like kind of seeing how like, oh yeah, let's look get hit. And then everybody wants to mess with him. And everybody's like his best friend and shit. And he's getting paid. He's getting his money. Southside do the same thing. And you see all these producers your age. Like as soon as they get their first hit, oh, it's over for them. Their whole life has changed. So it's like, you mean to tell me like, the beat that I do for you, not saying that it was like the greatest beat in the world or it was because my name was on it that changed the situation. But at the end of the day, that song changed French's situation.
Talk that shit.
Because at the time, he was with Akon. He was on Convict Music.
Damn, he was?
Yeah. Akon and Young Jesus.
I will tell you the whole fucking story, bro. Like, when he turned that song into Akon, that was around the time Akon dropped him. So like I'm thinking like this song was about to be in limbo, and then all of a sudden that's when he started hooking up with Deborah Ante, and he started getting cool with Rick Ross, started getting cool with Diddy, and when that Chop It Down took off, that's when.
No, because I look honestly, not just because you right here, bro. Because I was unaware, to be totally honest. I didn't know nothing about no motherfucking French Montana to Chop It Down. And I ain't know.
And I knew.
See, I didn't. I like Smack DVD only. Everyone Smack DVD. Everyone Smack DVD. He said they had the titties. They did.
All facts. I seen Cocaine City one time, and these two niggas was rapping on that bitch. They had a freestyle battle, and they freestyled on that bitch.
If it wasn't Hood to Hood or Smack DVD, I wasn't fucking with it. G, if it wasn't Hood to Hood or Smack DVD, I wasn't fucking with it.
Got their dick sucked. Buddy won. He was thirsty.
Going wild.
Crackhead going wild. Ass up in the telly of it. Ate his ass up.
That was the first world stop. Hood to Hood. That was the first world stop. Hood to Hood. Crackheads Gone Wild and Smack DVD.
Crackheads Going Wild.
Rollers. That's all I remember for that shit.
Rack balls. Rack balls.
Hey.
But no, back to the story though. So I'm like, okay, like, where's my life changing moment where, okay, they fly me out, and then like here, like you get to sign with the label too, and it didn't happen like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't gonna take the shit line down, so I made my own opportunities. I got more placements after that, just off of me, like saying, okay, I'm going to network, I'm going to get into these people's emails. I'm going to use
like nothing,
bro. It was to the point where he wasn't like he'll do interviews and would not mention me. Like he'll say like, yeah, you know, I'm working with Southside and Harry Fraud and Lex Luger. And
okay, why you think that one motherfucker do that?
I think it's just because of me just being new and not having the same amount of clout that they had. This is my first placement. So like this is my first big lesson of clout.
Man, no, that's some bitch ass shit.
But that's the game. The game be bitch ass.
At the end of the day, it's some bogus shit.
Check it out, bro. At the end of the day, I guess I'm just a real nigga, G.
And I ain't nothing wrong with it.
My nigga Boyscout, he produced this. Chop It Down, this shit got me lit. Fuck you talking about? I'm performing this shit every night. I am working with Harry Fraud, though. I am working with Mafia.
It don't hurt.
But I'm lit, though. I'm lit out there. Chop It Down, though.
It don't hurt. Okay, so why you think a nigga ain't doing it?
Because
You ain't get the line?
You say what?
You ain't get the nigga line?
That's some bitch ass shit, bro.
No, this is shit. Like, my manager hit his line like, bro, why aren't you talking about my producer when he got the song?
I thought all light skinned
got
niggas
your
get
shit.
along.
This
I
nigga
don't rock like, I don't rock like that, bro.
You know
This
what I'm saying?
nigga
Everybody get their credit.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
This
just
nigga
saying
funny.
like this, bro.
Okay, you a different guy.
What happened?
So basically
it
it was just a lot of turbulence with that shit. Even with not just, you know, my manager hit his line, was like, yo, why the fuck aren't you like not mentioning my producer where he got your biggest song? It was going like, and we kept it all the way offline for the longest. Like,
I wouldn't
even have known. But you know, after my manager go off, he'd be like, oh yeah, and shout out to Scout, you know, chop it down, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yeah, okay, I just got shouted out. Yeah, I just got like 1,000 new followers, but it wasn't genuine. It wasn't the same genuine shit. Like when you see him, like, you know, like, yeah, me and Lex Luger hit in the studio and yeah, we gonna get another one. And it wasn't like I wasn't doing my shit on my end. I was still making beats for French,
right?
And I was still sending them shits off. I was flooding his email after that. Like, oh yeah, we got Chop Down with one of the biggest songs on the East Coast right now. I got K Slade premiering this shit on Hot 97. Funk Master Flex actually was the one who premiered my shit. And he did the whole bomb drop, bring it back 6-7 times in the middle of the day.
Let's get it.
So it was like,
we got a world premiere.
Right, he did a world premiere on my shit. So it wasn't like, okay, this is like a random song and then eventually people started liking it. Right. This is one of those, like, as soon as they heard it, it was like, oh yeah, this is that one. Let's send it over to Funk Master Flex and let him drop bombs on it. So it's like, bro, you treated me like I just produced an album filler for you. You know what I'm saying? So that started that, and then on top of that, when it got time to like handle paperwork and stuff like that, mind you, I didn't know the ins and outs of everything, but I knew like, okay, I'm supposed to be seeing some type of paperwork. It's not like, you know, somebody working with down the street. Like, nigga, you signed a Bad Boy, so like, where's the paperwork at?
Yeah, you're never gonna see it, Bad Boy. Baby. Take that.
I go on. I had ASCAP at the time, so it's like I call ASCAP and like, you know, try to take care of shit, and it's like, yeah, has the other party, you know, like, nah. So I was like, you know what? I don't know what to do, but I do know like maybe I should copyright this beat, and that's what saved my ass right there, because like. My publishing, I didn't know how to register that shit at the time. At the time, it wasn't like easy as shit because, you know, music wasn't done by everybody. It's like now the shit's like, if you want to register your publishing, own your publishing, that shit easy as fuck, cheap as fuck. Because everybody do music now. Back then, that shit wasn't common and that shit was expensive as hell. So it's like, nigga, I'm already fighting for my money. Now you want me to pay like a couple $1,000 just to get the rights to claim my publishing money? Like, that's crazy. So it's like, you know what? Copywriting shit is only $35. Let me at least take care of that. So like when I talked to ASCAP, it was like, yeah, like, you know, so we got you credited as the composer of the beat, but we wasn't able to do your publishing because you don't got that set up yet. So I'm like, okay, like how do I set it up? Do I got to call them to set it up? Do I get the publishing deal set up? I don't know shit.
Right.
So all the registering got done. And, you know, you able to see who got the publishing. And it's like, you know, French and his party got the publishing. And I'm looking like, oh, shit, well, I guess I live and I learn. Right. And then ASCAP updated where you can see the actual percentages of the publishing. And I'm like, oh, my shit's still there. I just never claimed it because I didn't know how to claim it. So then I finally called ASCAP and got that shit handled.
Check.
There you go. But it's like,
you know,
me going through that situation, I can't see artists that I work with, especially that do good business with me, and it's genuine people. I can't see them go through the same situation. So it's like, all right, cool. I'll take that industry L. Let's make sure it doesn't happen to me again. And let's make sure it don't happen to one of my niggas again. So it's like, and I'm telling you, like, some of my niggas, they get annoyed with me, like, don't just throw this shit out. Like, we could get this through Empire. We get this through AWOL. Yo, let's do split sheets on this shit. hey, we should check these people out for viral marketing. Let's get them to do the cover. Don't get your homie to make the cover because he ass and this shit look like Microsoft Paint. Get this dude to make this cover or try this. Let's put some money into it.
Right.
And they, some people get annoyed with me like, God damn, like shit ain't even over. Like I ain't got the money for it, and you got me spending money and jump through all these hoops. It's like because I know how this shit goes. If you go in this shit green, they will take any advantage to get your ass. That's what this industry is for. I learned that from selling cars. Like you look for people to miss out on details and forget shit, so you can add a little bit extra to your commission check. That's what the industry will do to you. Unless they like some genuine motherfuckers who'll be like, oh, let's be fair. You might not know this, but this is how this shit goes. There's very few people that'll do that. To the point where you even gotta like look at your entertainment lawyer. Like you gotta make sure he's crossing shit because even your entertainment lawyer can be shady, and that's the worst one because he know the law, so you know how to like legally get away with your shit. Yeah. He's seeing all the shit on your end.
It's that Wesley Snipes shit, huh?
Oh, no.
Well, since I brought it up, they said the IRS on his ass yet again. When they ain't never was off his ass, no homo. This man got locked up in like 2008 for like 3 years or something, you know what I'm saying?
But they said they can't leave him destitute, so he ain't got to sell his career. Well, they said that to satisfy his violence, they can't leave him.
They say he tried to settle
for like $800,000.
For $900,000. Yeah, like $890,000. Like $890,000. They say he tried to settle for $890,000, and the court was like, nah. The judge was like, nah. You feel me? He was like, you gonna pay this $9. But I think he owed like 27. Some crazy shit.
They said he paid like $9 already.
Yeah.
Million.
Million.
That's some shit right there.
So, and it's because they say he ain't filed his taxes.
For like 3-4 years, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, we regular niggas. So we could like get away with not filing taxes. They can't tax the money that we get from selling weed. So they can't. So we good. You know what I'm saying? Like we work a little bullshit job. Like you just gonna tax me on this little $30,000? Cool, do that. Like or if I want to get away from not filing $20,000, $30,000, that's cool. But nigga, Wesley Snipes was making some movies around then. Like Blade came out.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, Blade was out.
Blade. Well, I don't know if you met.
Nah, we did. We met him at the same time we was with Chancellor, bro.
Yeah, he was cool as hell, man. Real ass nigga. I mean, but I bumped into him a couple other times after that.
I think you bumped into him more than I did, but yeah, I had like 2-3 encounters.
Go ahead, bro. Enjoy yourself.
I had 2-3 encounters with him.
It's your world.
Real cool guy.
But yeah, Wesley Snipes was a real ass.
Shout out Wesley, man. I hope he come from a
he was well kept. You feel me? Like, bro, he was white as hell. G, had class, feel like damn, young as hell.
I hope you keep your head up.
Sounds good.
It's not because he dark either. Like you know how dark people like their teeth look all white by default.
Like even though the nigga like the IRS on his ass and shit, he looked like he was cool in it. You feel me? Like
he got it because he probably smart enough to know like they gonna get this weird this way. Wesley Snipes probably out.
Okay, what happened with my nigga Chris Tucker? Because he was going through the shit too.
He probably I don't know. They say he owed like 18 of them bitches.
But I mean, like, what the fuck? Like he's supposed to do the Friday if he on that motherfucker.
But Chris Tucker, they said Chris Tucker want 20 a show, bro. He want 20.
But he had like some on Netflix though.
Yeah, that was the stand-up shit.
But how they ain't give him no 20 for no shit?
I'm saying he said
Netflix will give you $1 million though. 1 point.
Yeah,
Netflix will give you $1 million.
Chris Tucker, bro, he probably got.
On top of that, they know how much people been wanting Smokey to be in Friday again, and he knows that. So
but like he should just do that shit.
That's why he got that.
I mean, being a fan, like of course we'll say do that shit. Knowing your worth.
I can't do it.
Hey, they should do DC Young Fly as his son.
Nah, I can't do it.
His son, he ain't that old, my nigga.
Yeah, he is. Stupid.
That shit was 20.
If DC Young Fly was born when that movie came out, he'll damn near be his age now. What the fuck is you talking about? He could definitely be his son in that movie. About a fat bitch if she died. So they can do a tribute to her. And Dale. They can do
that would be dope.
That would be dope as shit. See, I'm dope. That shit be wrong.
You gotta link out with Ice Cube so he can steal.
Yeah, exactly. He can pay me for it.
Wesley Snipes definitely got to get in there. He
Somebody goes through.
He got to hit him with it.
Hey, no, I met Q, bro.
He need a check, bro.
He gonna be the villain.
And he be funny.
He gonna be the villain.
Funny as hell.
He
Y'all
gonna link up with Debo.
I was just watching this
Who? Wesley Snipes.
Nah, he gonna.
Hell no, man.
Nah, he gonna beat Debo's
He better not
ass.
be in that movie. Pete.
Nah, he got.
I don't want to see him in there.
Wesley Snipes will beat Debo's ass and make Debo team up with Craig and Day Day.
When Wesley Snipes was funny.
You seen
except for White Man Can't Jump.
Come on,
son. Funny as hell, the White Man Can't Jump.
I mean, come on, boy. It was like real serious.
But he was funny though.
Right.
It was like acting,
he was
killing
funny
them.
in that other movie, the movie where they was it's on Netflix right now. He with the white dude when he get out of his homie setting him up. He the man. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, see, it ain't raw then.
Yes, it was.
I mean,
it was him and Don Cheadle.
What was the Kings of Brooklyn or some shit?
It's Kings or some shit.
It's Brooklyn something. I know exactly. Brooklyn's Finest. There you go.
He was funny in that.
He was funny in that. He was funny in Simon Phoenix and Demolition Man.
That nigga cool as fuck.
Demolition Man. Demolition Man.
Boy, that shit my
He
idea.
was in with Denzel Washington.
He gonna pay me.
He was fucking hilarious.
He
He
gonna
took his
pay me.
bitch, smashed her up.
With the
Harlem Blues, Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues, yeah.
One thing you should
that
know
was my shit.
is that
I ain't with that though. You talking about, you going far as hell. You said Wesley Snipes and Friday.
He was funny in New Jack City.
Oh God,
he was funny in New Jack
God.
City.
Bro, there's so many fucking quotables in that movie.
There's so many quotables.
Pretty motherfucker.
Yeah, but he was dangerously serious. Therefore, I made change. But look. He was dangerously serious than a motherfucker though.
Funny as fuck though.
He was funny as hell, dude.
But isn't that what a Friday Bill is supposed to be like, nigga? Like they Debo was scary.
Legendary. Huh? You say what?
I've been trying to punch something,
G. Debo say. He said, boy. Oh, you gonna get involved? Knock your ass out too. He told me that boy, your ass gonna get involved. You gonna get involved.
And then other niggas get involved. He is like,
right, you get involved. Hey, that was so powerful.
That nigga said, you want some of this too, old man? That nigga said, no.
Oh, funny as hell.
You gotta be out there with these crazy people.
Hey,
Debo was funny.
He was funny than a motherfucker.
He's like, nigga, my grandma was like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
He's like, you better die when he tells his ass. And this is fucked up. I don't promote domestic violence, man. But when he gets to the part when he walked up on Jada Pinkett Smith, he was like, boy, and then he walked up ice. He like, boy, better sit your ass down before I knock your ass out like I did to as a shorty, cried. I'm like, he just knocked that bitch out.
And the fucked up part is, my dad and my older brother snuck me into the theater to see that movie.
Hey,
I remember I was only 6. And you know how much I want to say. You just got knocked the fuck out in first grade. Man,
I saw it on Bootleg.
No,
I definitely saw that. I never seen that. I didn't even know that shit was in the theater. I never knew that it was in the theater, my nigga. How about that?
No, I remember exactly what I saw.
I ain't never see that shit in no motherfucking theater.
I remember exactly where I saw it. I was in St. Louis at Union Station when they had the movie theater. That's exactly where I saw it. My mom found out my dad took me to see that movie and grounded my dad. That's how.
I got the tape, Steve.
Hey,
man.
They can do Cube, got his son. Smokey got DC Young Fly Fool. It's gonna be going up.
Hey, that shit, man. Friday, man.
But you know what?
That's a motherfucking classic.
Honestly, which one do you want to see Chris Tucker in? Do you want to see him in another Friday first, or do you want to see him in another Rush Hour first?
Rush Hour.
Why?
Rush Hour. That shit.
It ain't got as many quotables at all.
You crazy than the 6 motherfuckers.
What? Which one of y'all keep me?
Not like Friday.
Do you understand the words that coming out of my mouth?
For the culture, they last. Remember, like y'all was saying with the Purple Haze album.
Yeah.
I feel like that. Friday
was the black, but at the same time, Friday was like like not for me though, on the black movie side, bro.
Whole time, G Unit or Dipset?
Oh, it's Dipset.
Dipset.
G-Unit at like 2006, though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna deny.
G-Unit was raw than a motherfucker.
No, G-Unit was raw.
Like, I was Dipset.
But Dipset.
Look, check it out.
Like 2006.
G-Unit had more money than Dipset, though, you feel? They was making more money.
They was making more money. But you know what? You know what? And especially me being so interested in fashion.
Y'all, they had the drip.
Yeah. Like, nigga.
Because I heard J.R. Ryder say red monkeys, nigga. I'm like, man, what is he talking about? Man, like, them jeans, them was like 500. He went straight to
by the way,
the full red monkeys. Got to the hood. Hey, how you doing? And I'm, yes, I am.
Right.
I just dropped 180.
By the way, shout out to my homie Martin Kosoho, the owner of Red Monkey. That's one of my, bruh, I was in his MySpace top 8 at that time.
Hold on, look, I just want the people to know. This episode 2. This is how we splash. Cash Over Club motherfucking podcast.
But no, like low key, I always wanted to like get an authentic pair of Red Monkeys.
The whole time y'all liked my intro.
Because I wanted to get the authentic ones. Let me tell you why. Because Martin Kosoho, the owner of Red Monkey, was following my music career from the beginning. Like when I put my third beat on MySpace, he added me, and I was in his top 8. Do you know how hard it is to be on somebody's top 8? Especially when it's Red Monkey jeans, when Jay-Z was wearing them and shit. So, no, bro, like, I'm talking about, like, Martin Kosoho never even forgot my birthday in the last 15 years.
Big splash.
So, it's like, nah, like, I ain't gonna front. Being a shorty in this fashion shit, you're going to worry about the fake shit. Like, let's keep it all the way honest. I had some clear Air Forces.
Yeah, what color?
So,
I had some clear
nigga, all clear, nigga. Like, the whole, all the way front to back, nigga. Like, my foot was sweaty as hell. But you know what? My sock game was on point.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Nigga, I had all.
But it'll get cloudy.
And then I get the dress socks with the patterns on it.
It'll get cloudy though.
Dress socks with the clear one? Yeah.
Nah, that was
comfortable. And they look cool as fuck. They comfortable. Dress socks comfortable as fuck. They slip slide. I'm saying you ain't doing nothing.
Nah.
Oh no, athletic.
You know what? You know what's the most comfortable sock?
But no chilling in the sock.
You know what's the most comfortable sock? And I'm gonna sound like old as fuck for saying this, nigga. Diabetic socks. Feels like a
no, the hospital socks the shit. Motherfucker go up there with your homie or something. They be having them in the drawers. Everybody, this is look. They be having them socks in the drawers. They got the little padding on the bottom and everything, bro. They be like tan or like gray or whatever. Them be decent. Them the dips. Hey, you can get those. You got it here first. You go to the hospital with your homie, whatever. They got them in the drawer when y'all going to back.
So yeah, you heard this first. If you want to get these socks, you got to get sick first,
or know somebody who's sick. Somebody who's sick. You get them drips.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a fashion motherfucker though.
Give us this nice out there, Jam.
Yeah.
And while you at it, go get us some orthopedic hospital socks.
That financial band, they trying to hold him down, though, man. I don't like that.
You know what? To be honest, I think I know why they really try to hold him back. Y'all heard about Wesley Snipes like building a fucking pyramid in Atlanta, and he was like training black people on military shit.
Damn.
Cause you know West Snipes.
Like he had like an actual like self defense, like
his own stunts on blame.
Exactly. So he had a little wrench, and they built a pyramid on this shit, and he was training people like how to close hand combat. Because at the end of the day, Wesley Snipes is an actor, but he's a trained martial arts.
Yeah, he was doing his
so he was training people on how to like knife work, gun work, fight work, close combat, all that shit, tactical movement. So it's like, are they really like, attacking him because he owes some money, or are they attacking him because they attacking him?
It be like that.
Yeah.
Free West. Y'all tweaking. Hey, but look, man, we finna get the fuck on up out of here, man.
Explode.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, yo, this is motherfucking me, DBK, and if you hear my motherfucking voice, you are tuned into the Cash Over Clout podcast with my motherfucking boy, the living legend. Yeah, and you know, only for the real, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Still at Hollis from Shanghai to Charlotte.
Special shout out to our first guest, man. My boy Scout, he came in and gave y'all all type of motherfucking drip, bro. It was so much drip. That shit was so informative, man. On phone, I'm like, I really appreciate that, bro. Real shit.
Oh I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all having me.
Make sure y'all fuck with his shit, man. Population.sport. That's the clothes.
Yeah, make sure if you want clothes or beats, make sure your money is right first.
Big explode.
Yeah,
please
I'm gonna give
go.
you $200. I'm gonna give you one of the
Bunny, you know I got you. Bunny, you know I got you.
We gonna right, bro.
I got the game. I got the game.
I'm gonna get one.